know that. Real street nigga, you know that. Real street nigga, you know that. I think 56 nights crazy. I think 56 nights crazy. I think me and Yes go crazy. I think me and Young go crazy. I did 56 broads on the European tour and they was all crazy. I did 56 broads on the European tour and they was all crazy.
Right, we up.
Yeah, we back. My brother's 2 cents, the podcast. Episode.
Hold on, I think it's on the sound. Oh, yeah. Now we up. I had a vibe now, my bad.
Yeah, we back. My
Executive
brother's
producer.
2 cents, the podcast. We're about to jump into this next topic.
This one funny to me.
This is funny. This is something that's been trending on the internet. It has got everybody upset. And I just want to see what
I think about it, what you think
what
about
your
it?
feedback is. But I also want the people that watch it, I want y'all to jump in the comments. I want y'all to give us
That's
y'all opinion
That's
and let us know what y'all feel about this stuff. Because sometimes we not be
I'm
right.
telling you, wait
But
till we
this is our
get a
opinion.
female on one of these episodes. It's gonna be up.
But we
It's
gonna
gonna be up.
we gonna stick to our guns though. I swear, we gotta have a right female in
You
here.
think, boy?
We got a right female because everybody ain't gonna be able to take what we got to say. Like sometimes.
But nah, that so I was disappointed, man.
Disappointed.
I was
who?
disappointed in whoever made it public. Like, that's your in-house business. Like, we don't got it. Like, why you on live? So you married this woman, right? You made a promise to be with her, right? And then you go on live airing her out.
No, she started the dog.
You know, whoever he went, she went, whatever. Look, and this is where my stance is. As a man, I don't want to say what she should have did because I feel like what she shouldn't have did. But as a man, you don't respond like that.
Bro, she cheated on him. She
She
talking
cheated
shit
on
the
him.
internet.
No. This is the thing though. She cheated on her. You took her back. So the cheat didn't hurt that much.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good way of looking at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you did, he did, and he was a solid dude from what I was told. Like I don't know the dude obviously, but from what I was told from all the backstory, he was a solid dude. You stayed there, but now that y'all out, and she said some things that probably poked at you wrong. Cool. Now you finna do this like that's. And we would just talk about that. And that's probably sexist to say, but that's chick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like women get on there and try to air out. You did this and you did that. It's like, bro, live your life.
I thought that was a little corny, but
live your life. You moved on. You like, and that's the best. That's the worst part. You got a whole girl, and you sit here arguing to the public about your ex, bro. Leave that woman. Like she can do what she want. I'm over here now. This is where I'm at. This is where my focus is.
yeah. But I think what it is like I think he's starting to feel attacked a lot.
Everybody had his back because everybody
I think
heard
everybody
the
still got
stories
his
about
back,
what he
but
did for her. So it's like, bro,
I think everybody still got his back, but I think he feel like he's being attacked all the time by her. Like he feel like he got to
defend himself in the public eye.
In the public eye.
He never cared about the public. That's why he made him such a good dude because he stayed behind the scene.
He actually did. Like
he stayed behind the scene. He didn't do much interviews. He didn't do a lot of press. He was behind the scenes. He didn't brag about it, post about it. Oh, this is what I'm doing. Look at me.
But you remember, like, artist. Okay, let's make. I'm gonna give you an example.
All right.
Remember, Jada and Will before the entanglement.
Yeah.
Everything that people said about them, about how they was broke up and they used to have this open marriage, we thought, like, we big Will Smith fans. We like, man, that's some bullshit. Like, we know Will got a great family. He got a great family. He got some good kids.
Yeah.
Then as everything started to swell off, and the kids started growing up and
weird. Say the whole sentence. They grew up weird.
Yeah, he started having his son got a damn
house on his head.
Got a house on his head. The daughter shaved her fucking head, and she just into this.
But it made them human though.
Star.
It made them human.
It did because they went through their own trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
But even still though, we thought that in-house shit that they had was like very much a secret, but we didn't realize the rumors it was some truth to some of these damn rumors.
Yeah, but you feed a fire, it's going to get bigger. It's going to continue to burn. You ignore a fire, or you like don't give it the energy it needs to burn. It'll die out. Cause remember, people were saying Will was gay and he was messing with that dude Dwayne Martin. Nobody talk about that no more, right? Because why? Will never came out and addressed it and tried to, I gotta protect my image. Nobody did.
No,
he kept doing him.
I don't think that hurted him because it was no truth to it. But
who knew that? Who knew?
No, but Pig Gang, the truth was within what they had going on within.
But how did you know?
That was the truth. That was.
But that's what I'm saying. How did we know what was truth and what wasn't?
Jada told us after years of fucking.
After years, but during the time, it was like
we didn't know. We
when she was with
we were speculating.
What's your boy name that sing?
We call this
August Alsina. When she was with
him,
they was saying he was with Dwayne Martin. I know that's crazy, right? Open up Webster. But you know what I'm saying. So I felt like that was sad for me to see them go through that in the public space where they could have just kept it private. And at the end of the day, I think I read into it. He wanted her to stop cheating. She wanted him to get a job. That's what blew this up. She could stop cheating. She wanted to run the streets. All right, cool. Like he handled everything the right way. He beat up the dude that you know what I mean did the foul thing. Cool. He ain't had to air her out. Like that was just.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. He never did that. She went to the internet first.
It doesn't matter who went first. It matter what you do. Like what other people do shouldn't change what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't get that rise out of you. Shouldn't have that control over you to make you react out of character. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that she got him off his pivot because it was like, bro, come on now.
I mean, I feel like...
It's entertaining, though. You got us talking about it.
Because I was looking for shit like that. 2 days I was going through that for the next week. Like, it's a movie. Like,
I didn't watch it, man.
They got some more?
I didn't watch it. I didn't follow it. That's why I was so embarrassed about it.
I thought it was going to go back and forth like... Ever since the Kendrick and the Drake battle, you be thinking everybody gonna
go back and forth. Papoose like gonna be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
hey,
like,
Remy.
like 2 weeks. You think they gonna go back and forth for like 2 weeks and it's like it was
Remy dropped it live. 7 minutes later, Papoose dropped it live. No,
but nah, it was just that woke me up though to a sense of she really, I think she like. Let's be real. Her past interviews, she used to be on TV sometimes, even on when they was on Love and Hip Hop. You probably never used to watch it when they was on there, but
of course I didn't. As any other real man in America.
Nah, I just had a girl I was dealing with at the time. She used to fucking love and Hip Hop. Fucking sit there and watch it. No, I ain't gonna lie. I started finding myself actually liking it though. Like, yo, this is crazy, but. When he was on there, you can tell that she kind of like regretted being with him, or she trying to like she didn't like to show public affection with him. Like he'd kiss her on the lips.
I seen clips of that, and I did see the energy. She was kind of like grossed out by it.
Yeah,
like,
you could
he was kind of corny, or he was doing too much, and she was just like, eh.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if she never really loved him as much as he loved her.
Correct.
And to the point where I think she feel guilty within herself that she let it go on so long, and he put this whole dynamic of black love, and so many people were supporting him for that, and she don't like everybody don't want to be the good guy.
But and I'm glad you said that because while you were saying that, I was thinking about something.
What?
I feel like maybe. Like, and that's probably bad to say. He was like up here, as far as the type of guy, the caliber of guy, and she didn't want to up there type of guy.
Yeah.
Because that means it elevates her to be some type of a person that she didn't want to be. So Easy to Block Captain is more her speed. You feel me? Yeah. So she and he is with Clarissa, which is probably more his speed.
You know,
she's a stand-up woman. She's successful.
Let's be real.
And she being her own way.
You know why Easy to Block Captain more her speed?
Yeah.
Because he young. Her mind matured.
Yeah.
Because Papoose used to be like that. He
grew up and he outgrew her.
Now he's thinking like, even when he came out, he was like, I don't want to. Even though he kind of did go a little bit more than he was kind of.
Yeah, he was pissed. He was like, hurt. He
you know, like he didn't want to go in.
He outgrew her mentally.
Yeah, he did. He outgrew her, and she's still mentally like. But the thing I think what happened with like a lot of people don't understand this, and I think that's a trauma that we don't understand. When people be locked up for certain periods of time, they kind of get stuck.
Oh, like so outside world pauses. Yeah, that's why when they get out, they still wearing jabot and FUBU and stuff.
She's. Now I ain't gonna say she's stuck from like
the 2000s and stuff.
But her mentality is she never got to do certain things at a certain age,
And she's making up time.
As soon as she got out, she had to be this grown, mature woman, which she wasn't ready to be.
She missed out on all the stuff that she had planned.
And now she having fun. She doing all this and this and that, and which is understandable. But at the same time, in real life, she got a family, and nobody ain't talking about this.
Like, and they did. That's what made me mad. It was like she was talking about like, oh, he has a son. He don't just claim his son because he's gay, and Pat was saying like,
but nobody talking about Remy's son though.
But and this is like this. Like I said, like I didn't watch it. I watched probably like a minute of hers. I was trying to figure out what he was gonna do, and I ain't like it, so I turned it off, so I didn't watch the full thing. But they start talking about each other's family outside of their own.
Yeah, that was sick. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't really say nothing disrespectful about her.
Nah, he was saying he loved her mom and all that. Like I said, he handled it right up to that point.
Like, nobody's talking about Remy's son, though.
Which one? I don't know what he did. What'd he do?
Her oldest son is in prison right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He robbed a drug dealer.
I didn't know that.
This is before that breakup shit happened. That's why I thought that was like, but nobody ever brings it up. And Remy, like, even though Remy talking about his son and all of this, she don't never talk about the shit that she got. And I know she got some trauma shit going on with her about that. Her son was in the street, hanging with street dudes, and they robbed the street
They glorify that, though. Like, she seemed like she's
one
of those...
he's in jail for murder.
I get that, but she seemed like one of those moms, parents, whatever, that would glorify the street life, you know?
That's what I'm saying. That her mentality is stuck to that, because she, like, even though she making money now, she's still messing with, like, even though we don't even know if
Easy's still in the street.
I don't know, but he making that type of, he living that's okay. Battle rap is
street.
Like when you watch a battle rap, they still talking about street stuff. Yeah. I ain't saying that they doing street stuff. They making fast money like battle rapping, but they might not be dibbling dabbling in street stuff. But at the same time, like if you talking like that, you basically living like that. So you like, you know what I'm saying? You living that fast life. I ain't trying to say you like, but they like materialistic shit. Yeah. And that's why I think Papoose was he hit it on the head when he was talking about that shit. Like the shit she liked to do, like the stuff that she was saying. Even because I watched that video, it was like her mind ain't grown up yet. Like she's saying stuff that's immature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she's caring more about how she looks as a woman that's sexy out here, and it's like, yo, you was a fucking mom. You about to be fucking 50 in 6 years.
And you were still standing in the basement hosting battles.
Right, your son is in prison and you talking about this? Yeah. Like, how is you standing on, like, you ain't really standing on business because you ain't putting no awareness to everybody. But it's like,
to change the narrative or
but it's like, everybody ain't built like that. And I think she shy away from that type of, like, she don't want to be that type of person.
Like I said, like he grew up to a level that she didn't want to elevate to. Yeah. And she found somebody that was more her speed. And it's like, cool. Maybe they were together for that moment and they just
But how you gonna get with a dude that look just like your fucking
She got a type. It's never the shell. It's usually the personality. It's never the shell. When you with a guy, you know, he only ugly when y'all break up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the personalities that, oh, he used to do this and he used to do that. That's what it is. Man.
Yeah, I can see that. Because it's like, how you going to say that he broke, but then you got with a battle rapper? Like, oh, and then he in your league.
He ain't. But that could be an insecurity where Pat maybe made her feel insecure because he was growing.
Is her league.
But his aura, his energy was beyond her. And now she's with a guy who's basically underneath her shadow.
Yeah, that she can control more.
Yeah, like with him, I didn't see that. Like she had the moment with the beef with Nikki. She had the before she went to prison. But other than that, people saluted Pat because it was like no man is doing that for a woman. You know what I'm saying? It was easy for a woman to receive it, but it's hard for a man to do it. And he was just one of them ones. So we celebrated him more than her because it was like, all you doing is receiving. You ain't really doing that for him.
I think that at this point on that let's make this on the last note. I think Papoose is just like you said.
He don't worry about his current girl,
man. Not even his current girl. He got the child that he got with him.
Obviously, you know,
the kids that he got, and then worry about his current girl.
What?
Like his kids come first, basically.
Like, yeah, obviously.
About your kids,
but
and then worry about Clarissa.
No, I mean obviously, you know, but as far as the kisses is a given.
Yeah.
But as far as like being out here, right now we ain't even talking about you with your girl no more. We talking about you with your ex.
Yeah. And that is kind of distasteful.
Like,
that's very much distasteful. And I think it ain't even that his ex almost it's his wife.
Ex-wife
is separated. His wife that he's separated with. They ain't ex yet until they fucking get the divorce. You never know. 2025, they might, and later on this year,
break
they never
up
know. They might get back together
and y'all exchange soul ties. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
No, oh my bad. We gonna rekindle. Hell no.
Nah, I mean you never know. But on that note, I just think Papoose need to go his way, and I think Remy need to really
Stay
evaluate.
off the internet, man.
Yeah, Remy need to evaluate how she gonna self-brand herself to make herself, cause she gotta
rebrand herself.
Like she is getting killed, and it's tarnishing her image.
Yeah.
Like it's taking away from her skill as a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's crazy. Like just like I say, how when you break up with somebody, they become ugly. When they do something distasteful, like somebody you was a fan of, you start to realize her bars wasn't really hard. Her songs was whack.
I never thought
she just had the stamp of Terror Squad.
I never thought that Remy was that hard, but I think her beef with Nicki Minaj, because we always say
we didn't like Nicki. I ain't like Nicki. I'm glad somebody.
You ain't like Nicki Minaj?
No, after Pink Print,
Pink
Friday.
Yeah. She did get a little hit of herself. You know her and Drake kind of did go into some La La Land. They going
I'm waiting for you to start. I don't want you to talk that. I'm glad. I'm mad we missed that movement because boy,
they did go in La La Land though. They was like, what the fuck? But they turned into pop stars after that.
Yeah,
they started.
I guess that's where the money is, but at the same time, the stuff the antics. You know what I'm saying?
When you got a fan base, you can tell. Like, think about all the people before they had their fan base. Kanye West. Man, this be my guy. Like, what the? Like,
you think Kanye you think he always been that way, or he was just hiding it?
I don't think he always been that way, bro. I think his ego part of his ego fueled that, and it took him to another level till he was not.
This is why I disagree with you. There's only one reason why I disagree with you. It ain't happened to nobody else.
What?
You ain't never seen somebody start out one way and go this far off the deep end, other than Orlando Brown, but.
You just said you can't name one.
But Orlando Brown is comedy though. But Kanye West, from college dropout to this,
I think that what it is he's still rich.
What you got to do with the price of tea in China?
Nah, for real though. Like he ain't been humbled yet. There's nothing that.
But nothing can humble him because
exactly.
I don't know.
They took all the branding from him.
And I don't know.
They trying to humble him with that, but it still ain't working. I guess what you're saying is kind of true though, because
something happened.
He always gave us signs that like he's very
Nah, something happened, man. I've never seen somebody change that drastically, bro. Michael Jackson, the biggest superstar ever, didn't change like that, man.
He actually did though.
Nah, he was consistent. He never went from this to like pro Hitler and stuff like nah.
He wasn't pro Hitler, but he was against the Jews though.
Who? Mike?
Yeah.
I think you made that up.
I swear.
I know that face. That's that. I'm just gonna see if you know what you're talking
about.
I know you made that up.
Another podcast, but he actually did.
I don't think you. Oh.
That's what the whole.
That's the face you told me when you said Tupac got raped. And you said he said it in the interview.
I never said
yeah,
Tupac got raped.
You like saw this interview here, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Bro, I never
you
said that.
You came there, you was laughing at me.
First of all, I don't even play with Tupac like that. I never said that Tupac got raped.
I was so bad. I watched that whole interview because I seen that interview.
I get pissed off when people say like shit like that about Tupac. Like when they try to, because Tupac was when we was younger. Tupac was that guy, and then like as time went on, it was like people started coming out with all this shit. Like, yo, Tupac was this. Like, bro, what the fuck? Tupac wasn't even the greatest lyricist. Like, what you mean?
Now, like, look on TikTok. They talk about something. Yeah, he wasn't a great art. He said, his persona was fake. He was a actor.
Yeah, he wasn't
no real thug. It's like, what is a thug, man? This man got in shootouts with the police. The stuff that y'all say y'all do.
What is a thug? He tried to change the word from what is a thug. Like, he was that big.
But they wanted him to be. I don't know how to separate the two from. I think he was a menace to the, a rebel versus a nuance. You know what I'm saying?
I think NBA YoungBoy is probably like the closest.
Hell no. I don't listen to his music, but I don't see.
No, I ain't saying lyrically, but I'm saying his
energy.
His presence.
I've never seen
to the game like the way the young culture is to NBA YoungBoy. If he died right now, he'd go down as a legend.
I don't follow him, so I don't. He really like that,
bro. The man
He got a cult,
bro. He got a stupid cult following, bro. It's crazy. Him and Kodak Black, like I never
really,
bro. It's crazy.
I don't even hear them on the radio. So you telling me this?
Saying, like the NBA YoungBoy and but them two, they got because he like lyrically, he like man, that he ain't even like that, like but.
Yeah, I've heard some of the songs. He's just on there yelling random stuff.
The way we hear rap now,
even Kodak does it. So maybe that's the.
The way we hear rap now is it's different. But that's a topic for another day. But look that Michael Jackson shit up.
I'm gonna look it up.
They don't really care about us. Remember that song?
Next episode gonna be just Deuce.
Look.